here. I just want to air out a little bit of beef we got going on here. So for those who are not into the Bargain Fellas lore, I created this podcast 2016, freshman year of college, and we recorded a few episodes of it back then, and we originally had a cast of 5. It was us 3 plus 2 degenerates whose names need not be mentioned.
They don't deserve to be mentioned.
No, they don't deserve to have their names spoken. They're much like the criminals of history. We must keep their names out of our mouth, lest they have power.
Right. Until we have them on the show as guests later down the road.
Maybe. That's possible. So, we made it in 2016, and we had another period where Evan and I tried to do it and didn't actually maintain that. But so this is our third attempt. 2021 is the year the Bargain Binge podcast is coming into full swing. But since 2016, late 2016, around like October, November, there have been numerous people biting our style, coming in, trying to jack our swag.
It's shocking just because all of these people who have come up with a similar premise and very similar name have been within, like, from the time we did it in 2016 to now. Like, I don't think we've been able to find anything that predates our original Beethoven's Christmas Adventure episode that aired in 2016.
Yeah, and I don't advise anyone look for it to listen to it. You can look for the evidence that it was posted in 2016. I encourage that. It's I think it's listed as Bargain Cringe now, so we don't mess with our SEO, whatever the fuck.
Yeah, don't listen to it. Like, we're fledgling podcast trying to figure out the format, and then we just kind of abandoned it. But we just want to make it known that, to our knowledge, we were the first ones to come up with this specific idea for a show, and also the name Bargain Binge.
Yeah, no, see, while you might be used to the all-killer, no-filler current version of the show, that was a much less good version of the program. However, the core elements and title were the same. And the thing is, I don't think of them as being that original, but when you look it up, no one did it until we did it, and then multiple people did it.
Yeah, it's so like the name, I looked it up. There's a bunch of like coupon websites that give you malware that are called Bargain Binge, but no podcast, and certainly no podcast that's about reviewing movies from a bargain bin, and certainly no podcast about reviewing a random movie from a bargain bin. But since then, Saberspark, popular YouTuber with way more views and subscribers than us, who, if he wants to squash the beef and lay down his YouTube crown and give us all of his subscribers, I will forgive him. But he did create a video, I believe in 2020, called Bargain Binge, where he reviews a random movie from a bargain bin, and he said it was possibly going to be a series, never followed up on it. We also have the Bargain Binge Boys, who are the real nemesis of us, because it's literally the same fucking name, but they added boys at the end, so they knew that we existed, because they knew that they had to change the name.
I don't know about that. Maybe.
I can assume that. I'm assuming that. Allegedly. I'm alleging.
Allegedly.
You allegedly assume that might have possibly happened, and are not accusing anyone of anything except allegedly that they're thieves.
Yes. Well, I don't feel too bad. Dude, how do you just call it Bargain Binge Bargain Binge Boys? That's just too much. That's not good. But if any of you Bargain Binge Boys want to come out, squash a little beef with us, maybe expand the beef, give it growth hormones, that's also acceptable.
Have a WrestleMania main event.
But the worst offenders, I think, in my mind, are a new podcast that started Aaron's hearing about this for the first time, I think.
Oh,
but
yeah.
like literally 2 or 3 weeks ago, a new podcast about reviewing bargain bin movies called Bargain Binners has been released, and they only have 2 episodes out right now as we are making this.
Right.
I had no idea that was the case.
No, that's just insane. I don't know why all of a sudden this is becoming a thing that people want to do. But I think the point of what we're saying is just we came up with this a long time ago, and we're not emulating anything that we've seen. It was, and again, it's not like wholly original, but we it's been a long time in the making for us.
Yeah. No, we're the anvil of podcasts.
Yeah, we are your OGs, man. Put some fucking respect on our goddamn name.
Oh, yeah. No, truly innovators and world changers with our unlistenable podcast from 5 years ago.
That somehow got a bunch of views just by virtue of the fact that I don't think there's any other video on YouTube that's about Beethoven's Christmas Adventure.
Get ready, because Christmas is going to the dogs. Hey, good looking.
Maybe we'll have to return to that one.
Yeah, maybe that'll be a special of sorts.
Yeah.
That'll break us into the game. That'll get us our followers, because they all want to hear a non-horrific conversation about that movie.
Beethoven's Christmas Adventure.
Oh, boy.
Own it on DVD today.